Hey everyone, my name is Matt. I'm the youth and family pastor at Cornerstone Church in Marshfield. I'm here today with your Cornerstone Connection, a daily devotional. Well, I want to just say this and ask this question. What is the key to a good day? Or let me phrase it a little bit differently. What is the key to loving life? What has to happen in your life or in your day for you to have a good day or for you to actually love living life? And I think if you and I were given some time, maybe an hour or so, we could maybe come up with a strategic game plan for what the perfect day would look like, or what circumstances we'd need to have in our marriage or with our kids or in our job or with vacation and things like this, that we go, oh man, if this was how life was day to day, I would certainly love life. I would certainly have a good day every day. And, that's kind of one way to have a good day, right? We could get done with the day and go, man, that was the best day ever because we did all these things, right? And our kids behaved and we got along with our spouse and the boss was kind to us that day. And all these things can all of a sudden equal a good day or loving life. But as a follower of Christ, what does it take for us to enjoy and actually have good days? What does it look like for us to actually love life? Well, you'll find out as we read 1 Peter chapter 3, 8-14, that it has a lot less to do with having everything just right in life and having everything revolve around us. It has a lot more to do with us laying down our lives for others and caring about other people's lives that leads to us having good days and loving life. Let me share it with you. 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 8-14. Here's what the apostle says. He says, finally, all of you live in harmony with one another, so striving for peace. Be sympathetic and love as brothers. So if those around you are hurting and they need help, be sympathetic. Be sympathetic, care for them. He goes on, be compassionate. Give them love. Don't just say, I love you, but do something about it. And humble. So as you consider them, think about them as greater than you. Don't repay evil with evil. Don't repay insult with insult, but with blessing. So if wickedness comes, if evil comes, which it does, right? We live in a broken and sinful world. Don't respond with evil. Don't respond with insult, but give blessing. Why? Because to this you were called, so that you may inherit a blessing. So Peter says, when evil comes, when insults come, give blessing, because guess what that'll in turn turn into? You'll receive blessing from giving blessing, all right? Verse 10, for here it is, whoever would love life and see good days. So if you're going to love life, you're going to see good days, here's what has to happen, Peter says. He must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from deceitful speech. Watch your tongue. Watch what comes out of it. He must turn from evil and do good in our actions. Turn away from evil and do good. He must seek peace and pursue it. So peace isn't just simply something that all of a sudden it shows up and it just comes to us. But Peter is saying, seek peace. Make peace with people where you don't have it and pursue it. Invest in it with that person. For, verse 12, for the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous and his ears are attentive to their prayer. Now friends, here's the blessing, right? The eyes of God's favor, when we live this way, when we live thinking and considering others better than ourselves, when we repay evil with blessing, God's favor is upon us. His ears are turned to our prayers and he answers us according to his will. That's going to turn into a loving life. That's going to turn into good days. But, he says, just be aware, he says, the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. So be aware of that, right? The face of the Lord is against those who do evil. Who's going to harm you if you're eager to do good? So Peter says it's logical. If you're doing good to people, most of the time, you're not going to face a lot of insults. If you're not going to face a lot of evil and persecution. But he says, but even if you should suffer for what is right, guess what? You're blessed. You're living the good life. You're loving life. You're having good days. And he says, do not fear what they fear, and do not be frightened. Friends, if somebody were to ask me, what makes a good day, or how can you love life more, I'd probably come up with a lot of circumstances that have to be just right. I might forget that in the face of evil, in the face of insults, I'm to give blessing. I'm to think of others better than myself. I'm to consider them and be compassionate for them first, before myself. That's going to lead to good days. That's going to lead to loving life. Friends, be encouraged. be challenged as I am today. Can't wait to see you next time on the Cornerstone Connection.